What's up, JDLiens? For all you veterans, welcome back. And for you new guy, girl, you might have came to see some products get open, but you're gonna keep coming back for the party, man, because the party's always popping over here. Now, let's get into some new stuff. Hashtag new stuff in the comments section if you're ready to get into the TicPods Pro.
Let's do it.
Yeah, it's been a long weekend and Mr. Meat has been sitting here patiently waiting for the weekend to be over so he can get into some new stuff. Yeah. Oh, get it off. Get it out of here. All right, now, here we go. The TicPods Pro. You know what? I don't usually do specs on this channel, man. I hate reading out specs because it's kind of redundant, because I put links in the description for you to check out all the specs you want. And while you're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and just kind of glaze over this box and hurry up and get into it because I'm excited about these things. I'm seeing up to 20 hours of playback, aptX, touch controls, head gestures, all kinds of stuff. Man, let's hurry up and get in here, man. Let's see what this is all about. All right, let me see. Do we have it? Do we have it? Let me see. Ooh, yeah, it's there. It's there. That's that new stuff smell, baby. All right, come on down. Let's see what we got in the accessories box. Let's just kind of pop this up. Oh, there it is right there. All right, let's see what's in here. Got some instructions. I'm definitely going to need these because they have like gestures and stuff. This is a USB-C charging cable. It's kind of short and there is nothing else there. So let's pop this out. Oh, look at this case, man. Seriously, look at this. Wow. Look how it's like. Okay, here's my thumb. Here's the case. Thumb case. Thumb case. Do you see? Look at this. Thumb case. Look at that. It's like the size of my thumb. This thing is so tiny and it's almost got like a fingerprinty type of texture on there. I wonder if they did that on purpose for like the thumbprint. Dude, this is nice, man. I like where they're going with this. There's a USB-C charging port right there. And let's open it up. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, yes. Okay, let's pull them out. Now, typically, I'm not a whole dangly AirPod kind of style of earbud guy, but I'm making some exceptions these days. And I think the TicPod Pro 2, man, that's a lot of alliteration. The TicPod Pro 2 are going to be an exception. So let me just pull these out. Okay, it looks like it's going to be a universal fit because you don't get any ear tips. Well, hold on. Let me see. Let me see if there's anything else in here. I don't think so. Let me just make sure. I don't want to be looking stupid on camera. Ain't like it'll be the first time. Nope, it looks like it's going to be a universal fit. So let's just go ahead and see how it fits in the ear. Just kind of put it in there and twist it down. That way that opening fires into your ear canal. And then put that one in there. Now, how do they look? So I have a beard, so they probably gonna blend a little bit with my beard, and I don't think they look too bad, man. That's pretty good. TicPods, I like the way you're doing this. All right, let's get into this, man. Let's turn them on. Then I'll put them back in the case to get them activated, and then we'll download the app and we'll do a sound test and see how all these new features work.
These last $2, I'm not gonna lose.
Oh yeah, what y'all know about that Johnny Taylor, man, and his last $2? I gotta tell y'all about these. These are kind of exciting. Let me put them away because they have all that smart touch, and I'll tell you about them. But before I do, let me tell y'all about how this video is brought to you by Audible.com. Since we're, all up in the earbuds and headphones and stuff, it just makes sense. While you're jamming your headphones, take a break, go down there in those links, click on Audible.com because they're giving you a 30-day free trial and a free audiobook just for signing up for the first time. Audible is literally how I've been consuming all of my books lately because I can just crunch them in real quick as I'm on the go and doing stuff and still absorb all that content. Speaking of content, they have a massive unmatched library of audio content for you to browse through. So go ahead down there in those links, click on audible.com, get your free audiobook and your 30-day free trial, and tell them JDL sent you. Now let's get back to these TicPods. Okay, so these things are kind of awesome, man. First of all, when I put them in my ear, let me go ahead and do that real quick so you can see. When I put them in my ear, they have that universal design where they just kind of slide in there and just kind of hang down. They are extremely comfortable. You will forget these are in your ear because they don't seal up your ear. And that way you can kind of wear them all day and you can hear the outside environment. Like there's no noise canceling here at all, not passive, not active, no nothing. So you can kind of wear these all day, have a decent conversation with somebody face to face and just hear your surroundings. But when it comes to audio quality, I am very surprised that without that seal that they don't have, they have fantastic audio quality. Now I did download the Mobvoi app that they have, and it has different EQs on it. I haven't tried them out just yet. I wanted to do that with you guys, but as the regular setting, like the standard setting, the audio quality is very good. They get plenty loud. They're surprisingly loud for what they are. And the audio quality is actually really balanced. It's not lacking in the mids or highs. Everything is tuned just right. Now, as far as bass, you do get some bass in there. And I was surprised by that too, since they don't seal off your ear. So you can get that bass funneling down into your ear canal. You do actually hear the bass notes. So that's really good. But let's dig into the app and we'll play with some smart features and then we'll go through the EQ and stuff and I'll tell you some more details. So on the homepage of the app, you can see TicPods 2 Pro is connected, 32% on the left and right earbud. Let's click on the little settings icon and then we get into some stuff. You can actually rename your headset. Here it says TicPods Pro 2 and we'll go back. You have quick password, invoke headset. That way you can say, hey Tico, to activate a voice assistant. Oh, it actually, wow. Okay, it's working. When I said, hey Tico, okay, stop. Okay, when I say, hey Tico, it activated my voice assistant. That is so cool. So you don't have to say, hey Google, like I just activated all your Google stuff or your Alexa stuff. I just activated all that stuff. You can sit here and say, hey Tico, and then they're listening to you and then it comes up. That is so stinking cool that it actually works that well. I've had other earbuds that have their own proprietary listening system in there and it works like absolute garbage. Basura for all my Spanish speaking homies. I mean, it was trash, but this works really well. I actually figured that out by accident. So let's go back in here. We won't be saying that anymore. Okay, then we have in-ear play. So it says auto playback with headsets and auto stops when taken off. That's what I did earlier. So when you take them out of your ear, they automatically stop playing the music. When you put them back in your ear, they start playing the music. Let me go ahead and sample that for you again. So let me get something playing. Let me double tap.
Ain't no love in the heart of the city.
I got a little carried away, but look. I take this one out and it's both of them stop playing. Let me put this one in. They both start playing immediately. Okay, yeah, you take one out, they both stop playing. And I guess that's because it knows you probably need to hear some stuff, so it doesn't want to distract you. Then when you put it back in, it starts playing. So you can toggle that on or off. And then we have head control where you can nod twice to answer a call or shake your head twice to reject it. So that's really cool. So you can nod your head. So yes, I want to accept this call, or nope, I ain't talking to that cat. And I know all my audiophiles are going to appreciate this one. aptX HD audio. You can toggle that on or off. But then we got double click headset when playing. So it's looking like you can program this to do whatever you want to with a double click. It doesn't look like you can control each individual earbud. It looks like it's going to work for both of them the same way. So next, right now it's set at a double click. You can toggle that to previous for a double click or play and pause for a double click. So let's leave it at, you know what, let's change it to play and pause because sometimes I like to double click to pause my music. Now, as for the EQ built into the app, let's check that out. So let me just play some music real quick, then I'll run through all the settings here. We got standard, classic, rock, heavy metal, hip hop, jazz, pop, bass, and mega bass. You know I got to try that mega bass. So let me double tap and get my Kendrick Lamar playing. Standard sounds really good. And man, these things are actually pretty loud. Classic. Oh. God. Okay, I'm gonna skip to mega bass. Oh my God. All right. Wow. Okay. Okay. The things I do for you guys, I have severely damaged my hearing. Okay, so these things are already getting pretty loud, but when you go to any of the EQ settings, let me just, it took me out of it. But when you go to any of the EQ settings, whether it's classic, rock, hip hop, whatever, and especially mega bass, they get stupid loud, like stupid loud. And it's unbearable. You gotta turn them down. but they do sound good, and they actually match the profile pretty closely that they're trying to mimic. The mega bass, you do get an extra bass thump in there, but once again, these don't seal off your ear, so you're not going to have that full engulfing bass like you would get with a solid ear tip, like the silicone ear tip. You just do feel and hear just a little bit of extra thump, but it doesn't cloud up the music, so that's great that they can achieve that with a mega bass setting. Now, you know what? I really like these so far, man. So let's just take them out on the road and see how they perform in like real world stuff, like with phone calls and like the head nodding and stuff like that. So let's just get out of here. Let's go get some lunch. So like I was saying earlier, these things are super comfortable and you just kind of forget they're in your ear. That way you can wear them for a really long time and they don't bother you, and you can still hear your outside environment. Like I can still hear all the traffic and the people and stuff like that. And also, yeah, they're so tiny, or as far as the case, it's so tiny. That way you can stick it in that little pocket in your jeans, because that's what it was made for. Back in the early 1900s, when they made jeans for the first time, that's what they made that little pocket for, because they knew these little cases were coming for our true wireless earbuds. But on the more modern day stuff, the touch controls are clutch. Just tickle to turn your earbuds down a notch or two, and then you can tickle on the way back up. The only kind of disappointing thing, I guess, would be that you can only program the double tap to be one thing, whether it be to play and pause or to skip a track backward or forward. But maybe there'll be an update to, you know, kind of fix that a little bit. But as far as phone calls, that's kind of fun, because when you want to catch a phone call, you just go like this. And if you don't want to answer that phone call, you just do like that, and it actually works right on the money. As far as audio quality on a phone call, it's actually pretty decent. I wouldn't say it's like the top-notch best in the world, but it's definitely pretty good. It's very audible. It actually sounds like you have your headset really close to your mouth and you're speaking directly into my ear. As far as hearing the other party, everything works just great. Now, the last thing I want to talk about as far as audio is that when you're watching YouTube videos, absolutely no latency whatsoever. And also you can use them independently, left or right. Now, as far as I'm concerned, the TicPods Pro 2 get 2 emoji hands up from me. And if this was something in your cart that you was looking at getting, I say go for it, man. They're definitely worth the price tag they're charging. Excuse me, I said it once before and I say it 1,000,000 times again. I ain't no expert in this kind of stuff, but what I do know is life is way too short not to get your jam on every once in a while. But before I get out of here, make sure y'all check out my other 2 channels. The links are down there in the description, and follow me on social media too. All right, I gotta go make some more videos, man, but I might go shopping. So y'all go ahead and go, and I'll catch y'all at the next one. Hey, where you going? No. Sit back down. We gotta talk about this. You didn't have a good time? All right then, hit the subscribe button. There you go, reach down there. There you go. And then hit the bell, because you need to know when I'm opening up more new stuff. You gotta come right back here and check this stuff out. Now, don't you feel like a better human being? All right, I knew you would. All right, man, I'll see you soon.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?